I saw this question. It said, "Why would a man rather masturbate than be intimate with his woman lying right next to him?"
Ooh. Y'all ain't gonna like them answers.
Now, I thought it was. Now that's a bit of a loaded question, so
Y'all ain't gonna like them answers.
for the sake of the topic, we gonna be real literal and specific.
Okay.
So let's just say a man and woman is in bed.
Yeah.
Because there are dynamics where some men, they prefer to but it's not that dynamic of they're in the bed. They just prefer to do that other than have actual sex with the woman.
Yeah.
So the man, we can do both if you want. So the man is in bed with the woman.
Yep.
And he's masturbating while she's asleep. Now, I know some women that have been their situation where they've been sleeping and they may have turned over something to find a new spot and a man is in a full-blown session. And he don't break stride.
Look in your eyes.
I mean,
Animal!
Oh, you up? But, so, that's a real situation. So, what do you think is
some of the reasons?
Yeah, possibly.
So possible reasons are, and again, y'all not gonna like these answers because some of them are based upon if he's been turned down before, if he's looked to you sexually and been like, "Hey, baby," and you can only hear no but so many times to where you like, fuck it. Yeah. Fuck it. Because if he gets that bold, he doesn't care if you catch him or not.
Yeah.
And that's because, hey, baby, I don't feel like it. Hey, I got a headache. Hey,
or you using that as a weapon.
Hey, or I'm mad at you and you don't get none. I don't beat my, like Juvenile said, I'm going to beat my meat for sure. She going to be drilled in. Tell your girlfriends, you tell them everything else.
But
yeah, like that is a real thing. Like I know men that have been rejected so much that they proudly say, "Yeah, I'll beat my dick right next to her. I don't give a fuck if she ain't gonna give it to." Like if that's what we're here for, and we can't be intimate, and again, it's a thin line because intimacy in sex is not something that's owed to anybody. Let's get that out the way. But if there's not a legitimate reason why you're not having sex and you are in a relationship, y'all are sleeping in the same bed, I gotta know why.
Word.
If you can't physically do it, okay. If mentally he doesn't stimulate you, sure. If he's done something, betrayed your trust, or you don't trust, like, I get that. But just telling him no just for the sake of no, and you expect him to just be, okay.
Yeah.
It's hard, I'm just I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll just sleep it off.
Yeah.
Like, no, that's not a man's nature.
Nah.
So you can't keep rejecting him and then expecting him to just accept that and going on about his way and about his day. 2, addiction. As in,
that's a fact.
Porn addiction, addicted to the high of, yo, I want sex at a certain level and at a certain rate, and I need it at a certain level and at a certain rate, and I'm not getting it at that certain level and certain rate, and I'm seeing these images, and I got these images, and so I'm overworked, and like, I'm talking about a woman that has a healthy sex drive, and bro, we done did it 3 times today. Like, you need 6. Like,
yeah,
relax.
Yeah,
like you do have again the rare form of fella. But if y'all sex drives don't match, that's going to be an issue. Like, if he's very, very high sexually and he requires a lot of sex and that's not you, you may be a once-a-week type of gal and he a 6 or 7 type of day type nigga, that's not going to work.
The relationship going to be hell.
Y'all shit going to be hell for one of y'all.
Word.
And that happens. You know what I'm saying? That happens. Like, you just don't mesh and it's not there. 3, and the more obvious one, there isn't an attraction there. I know, ladies. I know you think, I'm naked and I'm here and yeah, that's dope. But just like y'all lose attraction and y'all get turned off, so do we. So do we.
Right.
And if we are turned off and if you don't make the soldier salute anymore, I gotta play a drum solo. It's not, again, this is the reality. This is real. And it could be It could be after kids. It could be life. And you just kind of, and a lot of it stems from not even how he feels about you, it's how you feel about you. Because I've experienced ladies not loving themselves and thinking that I'm not attractive. So I don't want to have sex because I don't feel attractive.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
and see, that's a tough one to deal with.
It is.
Because you never want to try to tell someone how they feel and how they shouldn't feel. You know what I'm saying?
And you can all day long. And if they don't feel that way, they not riding.
Word.
So I'm looking at you and it was a situation of she gained weight. And I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't mind because the the things that I needed there were still there.
Yeah.
It was literally the difference between Prime Pinky and Big Pinky. Still a get it. But in her mind, she was like, I'm not Prime anymore. I'm not what I was.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think I'm sexy. So why do you think I'm sexy? Well, baby, I think you're sexy because of the other things. And I still like to look at you. You still are the same woman that I'm with in the whole nine. But she's like, I don't feel that way. So I don't want to do that with you. So I get punished because you don't feel. That's how it comes off.
Yeah.
That's how it comes off.
No doubt.
Like, I get punished because you don't feel like having, like, so what am I supposed to do? And then when you do that, then she looking at you like, animal. It's like, what the fuck do you want me to, what are we doing at this point?
Yeah.
What do you want me to do at this point? You just want me to just sit here and just, okay, this woman right next to me and I'm just going to look at her. He up.
Yeah.
What you want me to do? I don't feel sexy, so I'm not having sex. It doesn't work. So those are like some reasons that, I've come across, I've talked to other men about, and they've had it happen again. No shame. Like, they've been like, right in front of her, dog, busted, went my ass to sleep. I was like, damn, nigga.
Man, that's savagery, cuz
Yeah.
I can't do it. I need, if I'm gonna go that route, I need nothing but privacy and darkness. I'm not a performer. I'm not finna sit here and put on this show for you.
But some of it was the anger and animosity.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, it was literally an act of
defiance. It's not a spite.
It was an act of defiance.
Yeah.
In the words of Bill Burr, rub one out.
Yeah, you don't stop no show, and I'm showing you that you don't. Yeah. I get it.
Yeah, it's that.
I'm gonna say this. I agree with everything you said because I will say it. I get that life happens. Mm-hmm. You have kids. Mm-hmm. It's the job. It could be family. It could be financial. It could be lack of resources. All of these things can negatively impact your sex life in the bedroom. And that's fine. But it can't be the excuse day to day. It cannot be the excuse day to day. And a lot of times, which we talked about in the earlier segment, men don't want, sex shouldn't feel like a burden. It shouldn't feel like a chore. It shouldn't feel like an obligation, yo. Like, we want to be desired. So, and I'm just going to keep it a buck. Yo, inside box should not be complicated, more hard to get than outside box. And I know that's a little phrase that's going around. Why is it so hard? Why is in-house pussy harder to get than outside? Sometimes it is. Sometimes it can be. And it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Now, I'm just speaking for when the relationship is cool and just things happen. Not the no good, that's what's happening.
No.
We're talking about a healthy relationship where life just tends to get in the way sometimes. Mm-hmm. You have to figure it out. And I know women, y'all change every day. The older y'all get, y'all bodies change, y'all emotions, y'all mentality change and everything. And that's fine. We ain't got no control over that. Y'all don't have any control over that. But we have to, that's where communication comes in, man. We have to figure this thing out because men communicate through sex. A lot of men, ego, pride, masculinity, all of that shit is reassured through sex. It makes us feel like a man. It makes us feel loved. It makes us feel desired. It makes us feel wanted. So when we're not getting those things and we got to constantly handle the situations manually, then things are going to start to spiral. You get those things where now he don't the boundaries are going, the level of respect is going. Hey, you not looking out for me, so I ain't finna look out for you. You too comfortable. We ain't both finna be. Both of us gonna be uncomfortable around here. So you ain't worried about my satisfaction. I'm not gonna worry about whatever your comfort level is. So you wake up at 3 a.m. to go pee. He in the middle of a beat session with no ends in sight. And now the day is ruined because you're mad at him because he done messed up your sheets or whatever. He mad at you because he feel like you neglected him, man. It's just an ugly situation to be in. And you have to figure that thing out, man, because sexual deprivation is a really, really real thing.
It's a life form of abuse, but it is a form of abuse.
It's a form of abuse.
Because that is a necessity for a man.
It can ruin your whole day. It's a
necessity for a man.
You be on edge the whole day. You're snappy, you're jumpy. And women, y'all get sexually frustrated too, where you're clicking and you don't know why. It's because you ain't busting no nut. And sometimes busting them nuts manually, yeah, that's cool, but that's just a temporary fix. You need that physical companionship. You need that woman or that man. You need to feel that. That's part of it. You need to feel that bond. You need to feel that connection. You don't get that connection with the manual joints. You need that team camaraderie.
And there's two other ones that I thought of just while you was talking that I know about. One is the uber religious people who think sex is just for procreation, not for fun. So they exist.
That's a fact.
I know of them.
That's a fact.
Sex is for procreation, not for fun. So I'm sitting right here. I'm as sexy as I want to be, and you sitting there, you right there, and he can't touch you because we ain't making no more babies. And then the last one, again, I told y'all not gonna like these answers. Bad sex. The last thing you want to do is do it again when it ain't good when you did it the first time. Like, the last thing you want to do is keep doing it badly. And so in her mind, she had a bad experience, so she doesn't want to do it again with you. And ladies, be fair to that man and have that tough conversation to either A, improve it and tell him what he needs to improve upon. Even though we have egos, it's not fair to him for him to be thinking in his head that he's killing it and he's not.
Word.
Or he's satisfying you and he's not.
Word.
And then you're withholding it because there's no attraction there, there's no sexual chemistry there, like all the things that you need to get to where you need to get to aren't happening. And instead of you telling him, he's just sitting like, you just like, no, I ain't giving him money. Like, for what? That's a waste of 10 minutes. Yeah. He ain't just gonna hop on me and go to sleep. Like I've heard that.
Yeah. Especially, like you said, especially when they're not being satisfied.
Yeah, they not being satisfied.
He just getting his the whole time. Yeah. But fellas, that's when you have to look at yourself. Look at yourself. You know when you're being selfish in that bedroom. You know damn well she not getting that climax off. But as long as you getting yours, you good. That ain't right. That's not right. We too old for that.